Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're looking at the absolute final chapter of a story that's been unfolding for billions of years. Now, we've spent a lot of time in the past diving into the birth of the universe, the chaotic formation of those early stars, swirling galaxies, the birth of planets, and even the emergence of life itself. But today we're facing the ultimate question of destiny. What actually happens at the very end of the cosmic timeline? So how will everything end? It's kind of wild to think about, right? Every story has an ending, but when your main characters are galaxies, stars, and literally time itself, what does a final curtain call actually look like? It's a question that really forces us to stretch our minds way beyond our daily lives, way beyond human history, and into a future so impossibly distant it almost defies imagination. So strap in, because we're going to take a philosophical and scientific journey today to look at the ultimate destiny of the cosmos. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. An ever-expanding universe. To really understand where we're going, we have to look at what the universe is doing right now. And what it's doing is expanding at this violent, accelerating rate. The main culprit behind this acceleration? Dark energy. It's an incredibly mysterious phenomenon. It's not just empty space, it's an active, unseen force that appears to be driving galaxies farther and farther apart over time. And understanding this force is absolutely crucial. It's the key to unlocking this cosmic cold case of how our universe will finally meet its end.
Which brings us to Section 2, 3 possible cosmic endings.
And this brilliantly illustrates the three primary suspects we have for our cosmic end, all based on that accelerating expansion. First up, the Big Freeze. In this scenario, time simply takes its toll. Stars burn through all their fuel, and the universe becomes entirely cold and dark. Second, we have the Big Rip. This is where dark energy basically goes into overdrive, violently tearing apart galaxies, planets, and eventually the very atoms that make up matter itself. Crazy, right? And finally, the Big Crunch. This is where gravity actually reverses the expansion, bringing everything rushing back together. Though I should mention, current evidence really doesn't favor the crunch. Right now, the Big Freeze is our leading suspect. Section 3. When the last stars fade. Imagine a cosmos that's just growing increasingly silent. If the Big Freeze scenario holds true, we're dealing with totally incomprehensible timescales here. We're talking trillions of years from now, stellar nurseries are going to exhaust all their gas and dust. New stars will simply stop forming altogether. As we move further into deep time, the existing stars will slowly fade out, kind of like embers in a dying campfire, until finally, in the far future, only stellar corpses will remain, just white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes drifting in a vast, incredibly dark void. Section 4. The final black holes. Now, when all the stars are gone, you might think, well, that's it, story over. But actually, even those mighty black holes aren't eternal. According to Stephen Hawking's groundbreaking theory, black holes slowly leak energy back into the void through something called Hawking radiation. And over timescales that make a trillion years look like a literal blink of an eye, they will evaporate entirely. Poof! Leaving behind a universe that is perfectly dark, perfectly empty, and perfectly cold. Section 5. Our place in the cosmos. Okay, zooming all the way out to total cosmic darkness can feel a little daunting, right? So let's bring it back to the present day, because the story of the universe is, well, it's actually the story of us. The atoms in your body right now, they were forged inside ancient stars. The very planet beneath our feet was built from cosmic dust over 13.8 billion years. Every single discovery we make reveals another chapter in a story that we are physically, intimately a part of. It all leads to this incredibly profound realization. We are a part of the universe becoming aware of itself. Just think about that for a second. Whether our universe ends in the quiet darkness of a Big Freeze or the sheer violence of a Big Rip, this one truth remains. The universe produced minds capable of calculating the end of time itself. We get to counter the dread of a dying cosmos with the absolute awe of our own existence. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the ultimate destiny of the cosmos. Science is this unending adventure, and every new generation is going to push these boundaries even further. But as you go about your day today, with 13.8 billion years of cosmic history literally flowing through your atoms, I want to leave you with this final thought. If our universe is ultimately destined to fade into eternal silence and darkness, what is the ultimate purpose of the light we create today?